Oh my God, we're live.
Hello.
Well, normally I would say welcome to the Ham Radio Clubhouse, but I feel this is very awkward to me because I don't go live on my channel. I think I've maybe done it twice for a giveaway or something. So I feel kind of out of my. I feel like this is a naked space. So.
Hopefully, yeah.
I'm wearing pants.
Okay.
I promise. I'm wearing pants.
So let's get into it.
Right. All right. So kind of a backstory for the 11, 12 of you that are in here. Kyle and I was complaining because I could not find a Raspberry Pi to save my soul. And he has this really cool contest dashboard. And we wanted to do some live streams where we had, people who were participating in the contest. We could compete against each other and all that. And I said, well, I can't run it because I've got a Pi Zero and it's running my DMR stuff. So I was like, all right, there's got to be a way to do it. So long story short, I did it with Kyle's help. And then
we've already done this once, right?
And then I had a problem with a PCI slot in my computer. It went bonkers. So I ended up I thought it was something wrong with the hard drive. And so I just formatted the hard drive. And then when I went to go use the contest dashboard, I was like, crap, nothing works. So anyway, so the links for everything will be in the description to get everybody started. Let me share my screen.
So one of the reasons why Shane wants to get this installed is, well, actually a couple of reasons. One, as a YouTube community, as a ham radio YouTube community, we would like to stream contests, all of us at the same time, and you'll be able to see what's going on. And what we're going to install is my dashboard, which takes all the contest information and puts it in a very easy on your eyes format.
Sexy dashboard.
Yeah, sexy dashboard. Yeah. But also one of the things that we're thinking about doing is as people are streaming big contests and they're putting the dashboard on their stream behind them, that Sterling and I or me or Shane or somebody can put together a stream where we're doing live commentary on people's streams. Almost like, how you watch golf. Everyone watches golf here.
Hopefully it's not like watching paint.
Yeah, it's going to be like watching golf on Sunday, right? The Masters, and people are going to be doing live commentary. Something like that, so we could pull up streams and be like, hey, looks like Shane's doing good. Yeah, he's on the lead. He's on 40 meters. He's running.
Beating Joe Brett.
Right. So that was a little bit more of background on why we want to get this up and running on Shane's PC, because he wants to compete. He wants to contribute. So
I want to lay the smack down.
Yes,
as they say. Or do they say that? I don't think they say that.
I don't know. Maybe that's a 12-year-old term. I don't know.
It could be.
So how far have you gotten, Shane? So what's the latest?
I got scared really fast because I got really out of place. So I started with Node.js, and in the link in the description of the video, you're going to see a screen or a link that says node-red.org docs getting started Windows. So that's where we're kind of reading from and the instructions. And the very first thing it said was to go to Node.js and install that. So that's where we're at. So I went to Node.js, I clicked the big green button, downloaded it, and then I installed it. And once I installed it and ran it, it gave me this little pop-up.
Okay.
So this, I presume, is going to install Python.
Python and some type of libraries to run Node.js, right?
That's my assumption.
Okay.
This could be a very short stream if this doesn't work.
Let's hit the button.
I'm going to hit the button.
All right. Now it's thinking.
Oh. What's it doing? There we go. It's doing stuff.
All right. Very good.
It wasn't the blue screen of death that I thought it was going to be.
Does it say it's installing Chocolatey on the local machine?
Yes.
Creating chocolatey folders. Ooh.
And now it's installing Python.
All right.
So apparently this was a script, I presume. You know more about
I would assume, yeah. Right. I would assume that they've got some type of embedded script that it's going through, and it looks like it's installing some redistributed C++, maybe? I don't know. It's Visual Studio. Visual Studio there. So now it's... Oh, Visual Studio.
Real.
Yeah.
You screen of death.
Now it's installing. I mean, this is almost just like what we would be doing on doing live commentary on radio contests.
Here we have Joe on 20 meters calling CQ.
He hit the banner button, and now he's installing.
Let's listen in.
Oh, so bad. So if you have any questions about Node-RED or my contesting dashboard, actually we're gonna flash up the contesting dashboard when we get to it. Put them in the chat. We'll try and answer them as best as we can do. 45 Auto says, "What is killing ham radio today?" Everything.
Because the sun is spewing out all this solar wind, and it's making the bands dirty.
The enhanced propagation is killing the bands.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I have a blinking cursor, so I presume it wants me to do something.
Okay, very good. Let's type enter to exit.
That doesn't make sense.
Right.
Type enter to exit. All right, so okay, so all that's gone. So I'm assuming I need to have PowerShell. That this stuff is running in the background now.
Oh, did it say that you can test it to see if it's running? Or to see if Node.js installed correctly?
Well, according to the sheet, it says I need to go check the version. So let's see if I do this correctly. It's node space --
version npm.
I think I should have ran those one at a time. So we should be so that first one looks right. So
Okay.
that was Node. So let's go. Yeah.
So Node-RED needs a certain version to run, right?
Oh, I forgot the S in version. It would help if I could type. All right, so it's running. So it shows to be good. So now we need to install Node-RED, I presume.
Right. I think that's the next logical thing.
So it says to install Node-RED, we have to use npm.
So where are you getting your Node-RED?
So it's on the document that I sent you, the Windows, the node-red.org docs getting started.
Gotcha. Okay.
And so it'll be line 2, which is the npm install G.
So yep. So I'm gonna put in the chat. I'm gonna put. I don't know if it's gonna allow me here. Oh, maybe it did. I don't know.
Nothing's blocked.
Okay. So that is the address to install Node-RED for Windows. So we're kind of Shane is following that guide.
All right, I'm going to hit a button. Oh, it's doing stuff.
All right. Oh, no.
It's either breaking it. If the stream quits, you'll know what happened. The computer says no. Okay. Well, all right. So what do we have here?
Make that screen a little bit bigger if you can.
I don't know if it'll.
Can we Oh, I'm gonna sneeze.
Oh, it's still running.
Ugh. Okay, so actually, yeah, but yeah.
It looks like it's good.
Okay, so now what we can do is you have back on your browser, Shane, you had a bookmark that had Node-RED, or you bookmarked the local version of Node-RED, right?
Right. Right.
So let's bring that up, and I think that I would assume that if you install Node-RED on your local machine and you went to 127.0.0.1:1880, that the Node-RED. Oh, maybe we need to start Node-RED.
I think you're correct. So let's go to
So
PowerShell.
yeah, down. Run Node-RED. Step number 3. Once installed, you're ready to run Node-RED. And of course, there's a at the C colon. Yeah, the C colon. Yeah, there you go. Type node-red at a C colon and hit enter, and it's going to start up Node-RED. Now, I think in Windows, do not close this window, because if you close this window, it will shut down Node-RED.
I ran across this last time.
So what's it saying there?
So this says node-red.ps1 cannot be loaded because running scripts is disabled on this system. For information, see execution policies. There's a policy.
I had no idea.
Grab that. I did this before you and I got on the stream.
Okay.
Okay. Drag that there.
It's good to know.
But you have to change. All right. So we need to enable scripts.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm going to have to Google it.
Okay.
It's under execution policies. This is why we do it live.
You're running Windows 11?
Yes, sir.
Okay. To allow PowerShell to run scripts, you need to use the set execution policy name command. Yeah. So if you just type in enable scripts Windows 11.
In that window?
Well, let me see here. But we need to know what policy name get. So type in get dash execution policy dash list, and it should come back.
All one word or space?
No space between execution and policy. Policy dash list. Hit enter. No, it's not even going to run that. Are you in PowerShell? Yes, you are.
Yeah, I'm in PowerShell.
Okay.
Let's see. Enable scripts Windows 11.
What's the chat saying? Chat saying anything?
I think I found it.
You got it?
I believe so. So I'm going to drop this link in our chat so that you can pull that up, and I'll drop this in the regular chat also.
Norm,
that's want to save it.
That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to run Node-RED in a command prompt, and then it will work. Well, we did that, and we got this error.
Okay, to allow PowerShell to run scripts, you need to set the execution policy. Do you have that?
Yeah, I think that I was just on that. Okay, where are you at in this document here that you put in the chat?
I'm at the very top of it. I haven't scrolled down yet.
Okay, gotcha.
This looks familiar. I think I did this last time. because it made me go in and do all this stuff. And I was like, I'm going to break my computer. Watch.
Did you install this PowerShell extension?
No, I didn't. This might not be it.
Yeah, this looks like you need to install something. I don't know if it is. So you get that. Oh, okay. Then Norm is hang on. Norm is pointing out the instructions say run Node-RED in a command prompt, not the PowerShell.
Oh.
Try that. I think Norm might have solved our issue. Just in a command prompt. And now type in node-red.
See, this is why we have the chat.
Smarty pants.
Yeah, this is why we have the chat. All right, then. So ignore that. But I did have that policy. Like, I actually had to go in and change something. Or I changed it, and I probably didn't have to.
Right. Okay.
Thank you, Ron. I see that now. Ron says that's PowerShell, not a command prompt.
All right. Norm saved the day. Okay, so Node-RED. His eyes wide. So Node-RED is running on the local machine. So now,
so we should be able to open it here, then, right?
Correct.
All right.
So click on that.
Let's refresh this.
There we go.
Look at that! Bum ba da bum.
Oh, so have you already?
I haven't touched it.
What happened here? I don't understand.
I didn't break it. It may have kept all of this information from when we did this previously.
I guess
we just
so.
had to get the Node-RED.
So, all right. So, for people wanting to install this on Windows, Shane went through and we did the GitHub thing and we loaded projects. We enabled projects on Node-RED, which gave us an additional window, then we could go to my GitHub page and import the latest contest dashboard. And then on top of that, there's dependencies because I installed nodes from the internet to help me through this process and display everything. There's probably some dependencies that we need to rectify. But before we do anything, what we need to do is so Shane, just to clarify, Shane, you previously installed this and you reinstalled Node.js and you reinstalled Node-RED, and it looks like all of the settings that you had off of your old computer got transferred over, or the new hard drive, or you pointed Node-RED. Formatted.
We just had to point Node-RED to where it ripped out all of the Python stuff. It looks like.
So let's go through and update some things that need to be. So go up to your hamburger menu up in the upper right hand corner, right, and click that, and go down to Manage Palette. See where it says Manage Palette?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so scroll down there and see if there's anything that needs to be updated. I think that there's like a world map that needs to be updated. Yep, there's one. So update that guy. So click Update.
Oh, right, where they say update right here?
Yep.
Okay, so update.
So whenever you run Node-RED, you should go through about once a month and just update all the nodes so you've got the latest and greatest version. Okay, let's not update, or we're going to install all of these, but then we'll quit Node-RED and get back into it because some of these need a restart.
Okay.
So keep scrolling down. I think Ping
That's the end of it right there.
Okay, very good. All right, so let's close that window, and now let's go back to your command prompt that you had Node-RED running in it, and hit a Control X or a Control C to get out of that. Okay, Node-RED is stopped. All right, so now type in Node-RED again, and let's restart Node-RED. Okay. So now let's go back to, let's go back to the website, and let's refresh that website to get all the new modules loaded. Okay, very good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to load the latest contest update, because I've probably updated this thing 4 or 5 times between the time that you last ran it. So what we're going to do is going to go back to the hamburger menu up there, and we're going to go to Edit. No, there should be a Projects. So
enable projects?
Yes, we need to enable projects. All right, so what happened is it looked like it overwrote your settings.js file or your settings.json file. So let's go back to the command prompt, and let's open a window and figure out where that settings.js file is. And you're probably going to have to stop Node-RED. Yep. Okay, so let's get into your file. And do you remember where Node-RED was installed, or where that settings file might be, Shane?
You know what? I don't.
Settings. I think it's .js. It might be settings.json.
So
let's see. Node-RED settings file. Yeah, it's settings.js, but we need to find it on your hard drive somewhere. I would assume that Node-RED, like, maybe we can see, go back to your command prompt, and maybe there's like, does it say like I can barely read it, but is there like, does it say like a directory on where Node-RED was started in? Oh,
there it is right there.
There it is. Got it.
Oh, imagine that. Users. I'm gonna drag this over here so I can, let me stop that.
Yeah, so what we probably need to do is go into, users.
Users.
Node-RED, and then there's a settings.j.
Yep.
Right, so now we want to edit that with like a notepad. We don't want to run it. We want to open it with like maybe another app, and then choose, click on more apps. Click on more apps, notepad. There you go. All right. So in there, somewhere in there, there's going to be a, hang on, everyone hang on. Lean projects Node-RED. There is going to be somewhere in that settings file, there's going to be an editor theme location, probably towards the bottom. Editor theme.
Okay, right there.
Yep. Keep scrolling. Editor theme there. Okay, and then projects. See, projects is enabled to true.
You know what? I think we ran into this same thing last time. But whenever we just opened the dashboard, everything was there.
Yeah, that's odd. Projects is enabled to true, but we can't load a new project. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to side load this thing. All right.
Can I close out of this?
Yeah, close out of that. Yeah, we're not going to edit that. So now let's start Node-RED back up. I don't know why Why it would do that? I have no idea. So let's start Node-RED back up. So node-red, get it running. Okay, so now we're going to reload that, and yeah. So how can we delete search flows, manage? So let's go to import. Let's local examples, current flow, new flow. See, the problem is whenever we import the new flow, I don't want it to, I want this flow to disappear. That's why we would want to enable projects and bring it into a new project. So this is, I guess this is what we're going to do. So so go back to hit cancel there, Shane. Every single one of those tabs, see dashboard tab, radio info tab, op competition tab, we're going to have to delete every single one of those tabs. So if you double click on those tabs, no, up there at the top, the very top.
Up here.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah. So if you double click on that tab, it's going to bring in, yep. So now we want to delete, yep. So we're going to have to do this. Good grief, this is a mess. Going to have to delete.
I mean, it is Windows.
Yeah, we're going to have to delete every single, yeah, you double clicked on that subflow. That's fine. That's fine. So now go to radio info. You should be able to delete that tab. Oh my gosh, this is a mess.
So
yep, op competition. Yep. Delete that. So then what we'll do is once we delete all of these flows, we'll restart Node-RED, and then we will download the new dashboard and import it. What a mess. Thanks, Bill Gates.
Thanks, Bill Gates and wind blows. Well, it
Maybe
wasn't
that-
that
well,
bad. There's not that many that you have to delete, but it is a pain in the ass.
Maybe this is really a Node-RED issue. Who knows? But we're gonna blame Bill. Oh, Billy.
Norm says he's stuck. Where are you stuck at, Norm?
Tom, we didn't. Yeah, Tom, I'm gonna do like starting from zero. I'm going to do a video on how to get Node-RED up and running from scratch. Because I think Shane had some previous things going on.
So when I double-click toolbar, it won't let me delete.
It should. Hit cancel. Yeah, you could close out of that. Yep, that's just a subflow. All right. So, yeah, double-click, and is it just thinking?
I don't think it's doing anything. Like, I mean, I guess it could be.
Okay, so hit the done button, and then hit your deploy button, and see if it disappears. Yeah. All right. Let's restart Node-RED. Hit Control X, Control C. Okay, it stopped. Let's start it again. Okay, so now refresh your browser there and see if it shows up. It did. So now try and remove it.
Yeah, it won't let me click on it.
Huh. All right. Well, you know what we're gonna do is we're gonna press on. I don't know why it's. Can we disable it? Go down and disable. See where it says enabled at the bottom of that window, the edit.
Oh, right there?
Yeah. Disable it and hit done.
Now the deploy turned red.
Yep. So now hit the deploy button. At least we're gonna disable it. Okay. So now what we need to do is we need to go over to GitHub and get the new flow. So let's go over. Yep. So my GitHub, and we'll put that in the chat here. Let's see. Let me get this copy, and then let me go over to the chat. Okay. So now you want to download that flow.json. Okay. And download that, right-click on it, and yeah. Actually,
this one right here? Or go back?
Yeah, actually, can you go back? Can you right-click on it and say, copy link, save link? We don't want to save the link. Yeah, go back. Yeah, double or click on it, and then go to download. Yeah. Okay, that's not what we want. We want an actual file that we can maybe
I can save the link as, and it should create the file.
Okay.
Let's try that. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, okay.
Flow.json.
There you
and
go.
And we'll save that in downloads. Okay.
Okay, so now let's go back to our Node-RED instance. And now we're going to go to the hamburger menu, and we're going to go to import. And we're going to find that file. Now, click on clipboard. There you go. So now select the file to import. Yep, go to the flow. Yep, and click open. And then you want a new flow. You want to... Actually, you know what? That's not going to work because I already see that it doesn't have the right format. It's not a JSON. So what you downloaded is not correct.
Well, poo.
So you know what we're going to do is go back to the GitHub and right-click on that download. So click on click on that, and then right-click on that and say, actually, you know, click on download and bring it up. Now click in there and hit Control A. And do a copy.
Okay.
Okay. Now, open up your, do a, go to your hamburger menu and go to import and then paste it into that. There you go. So now hit new flow down there, import to new flow, and now hit import. Some of the are you existing there? Import copy.
Now I got a Chrome's not responding. Oh, wait. There it goes.
There you go.
13 flows, 1,530. That's a lot of nodes.
Yep. Okay, now hit your deploy button. Yes. Now
I guess we can enable this again.
No.
Okay.
No. See if we can delete that now. See if we can delete that. Delete.
Yes, we can. Look at that.
Is it gonna? Ah, nice. Okay. So now hit your deploy button again because we just deleted that, and now we're ready to go.
Ron is saying he doesn't see the link.
I don't see the link.
Which link are you talking about, Ron?
So now you can go to your contest dashboard.ui. Hopefully, please.
Boom!
Bingo! There it is.
Boom!
So you might want to. It looks a little weird right now, but you might want to bring your zoom in and out, probably out to make it look all nice and neat. You can do that by. I go to the three menus. Yep, there we go. And I do a zoom out. One more. Actually, yeah, it's kind of, or make it full screen there on your side.
Oh.
There you go. There you go. That's what it's supposed to look like.
Okay.
So now what we want to do to set this up is we want to first we want to go to the configuration page. So click on the hamburger menu in the upper left-hand corner where it says dashboard, upper left. There you go. And go down to configure and resets. And there, actually, you know what we need to do before that is we need to make sure that the QSO database, the nodes that do the QSO database are pointed to the right locations, right? So go back to your input window where you had all of your flows. So your configuration menu. Okay, so now let's scroll over. Actually, let's go to a tab that says maybe database. See a tab across the top that says database? There you go. So now see that kind of the orange flow with the feather that says QSO database? Yeah, double click on that guy, and we're just gonna spot check that. What does it say there on the database field?
It says Shane.sql3/QSOs or /QSOs. That's that SQL database we created.
Okay, so is that the right path? Is that the right path?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, I think we're good to go then. So one of the things is you got to figure out, make sure that all of the database stuff is pointing to, once you install SQLite 3, that it's pointing to the right location in Windows. So it looks like it is. So now let's go back to the dashboard. Yep. So, and then go down to configuration and resets, because what we're going to do is we're going to put some stuff in. So first, you want to clear out the database to make sure that it's clear. So go to the big red button that says database reset over on the kind of the right-hand side. Yep, and click on that.
Delete all QSOs and clear stats?
Correct.
Okay.
So we're going to start out with a clean database. Okay, we're good. Next thing you want to do is probably put in your home QTH or wherever your station is located at. So somewhere in there it says home latitude and home longitude, maybe on the left-hand side.
Right there.
Yep. So if you go to home, if you open up a window and type in like longitude and latitude, like find my latitude or I think it's home lat and lon. Yeah, there we go. Latlon.net. So here, scroll down or scroll up. I thought that there was a place where you could put in your kind of like your.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. So if you want to put in like, I don't know, Dallas, Texas or something, just to make it generic there. And hit find. There you go. So now you can
scroll up to my general area.
Yeah,
I don't want to be getting no people chasing me down.
Yeah. So why don't you put like, a little pin somewhere where all right, very good. So now copy that latitude from that and then go back over to the dashboard and paste that into lat, right? And go back to lon. I love lon and lat. Make sure you copy the negative. There you go. Or it's going to put you in East Zimbabwe.
And then submit?
Submit. Okay. Now, the next thing is, do you have a XML subscription to QRZ?
I do indeed.
Okay. Now you want to enter in your QRZ info, but first you want to choose QRZ as a, yep, there you go. Then you want to type in your username and password. It will mask your password, so don't
freak out.
Don't freak out. I mean, you can freak out, but I mean, you could. It's your
show.
Your stream. It's your stream, Shane. You can do whatever you want, but
right.
Once you get a little salty, I might just head on out.
It says username and password accepted.
All right, you're good to go. So, here's the deal. You might need to. If you don't use this for a while, you might need to re-enter those credentials.
Okay.
Because the API key might expire. But that's the things that you want to check is you want to reset your database. You want to put your lat and lon in. You want to choose your lookup script. And then also you want to put your computer name for your computer in the radio name. So down there in
Like up
the
here?
yeah, so down in the you go to search in Windows and or type in, what's my computer name or computer name, and it'll probably tell you what your computer name is, right? Computer name.
Can't type today.
Yep, view your PC name, right? And your PC name is desktop whatever. So copy that. There you go. Copy, and then go back to the dashboard. I'm going to try and automate this, but having a little trouble. So now you want to stick it in number 1. There you go. And hit submit. And it should put it down at the bottom.
Yep, right there.
Okay. Also, one thing that you might also want to do is under contest call sign on the left-hand side, you might want to put your call sign in there.
I don't see contest call sign.
I'm sorry, the right-hand side. The right-hand side. See where it says contest call sign?
Right there.
Type in your call sign there. Okay, hit submit. And let's see, what else do we want to turn on? So before the exchange type, before every contest, you got to figure out what kind of contest are you running. Are you running a contest that you're exchanging serial numbers, states, grids, zones? So if you're going to run CQ Worldwide this weekend, the exchange is 59 and then your zone number. So you probably if you're going to use it this weekend, you probably want to choose zone. Okay.
And you have to hit submit.
No, it automatically updates that. Yep. And I think that is it. What's there beside where it says dashboard upgrade, kind of in the middle? What's that other one beside there? Op competition sort by? Okay, that's QSys.
Op competition sort by.
Also, the value that you want to keep QSOs stagnant on the home page, the map. So it's right now it's 1,200 seconds, which is, what is that?
1,200 seconds.
Yeah, very good. So if that's good,
You don't math on stream. Come on.
I think it's 10 minutes. It's either 10 or 20 minutes. I can't remember. So if you want to keep that as is, you can keep that as is. But then below that is if you want to put some map labels. I think we're in the way.
Oh, let me get us out of the way.
So if you want to turn map labels on, you can move that slider. Yep. And then you can come down to the drop down right below it and say, do you want band? Do you want band and mode? You want mode, or you just want the I forgot the last one. What does the last one say there?
Call only.
Call only. Right. So, yep.
So this is going to draw from N1MM, right?
Well, so what's going to happen? Yes.
So where's it going to get its data from?
Yep. So N1MM, we need to configure N1MM to push the data to the database. And then once that is done, it takes all of that information from the database, and whenever it gets a QSO, it looks it up on QRZ, and then it plops it on a map. It doesn't plot it, it plops it.
Right. So do I need to open up an existence of N1MM?
Yeah, if you want.
It's probably going to tell me I need to update.
Yeah, it is. We don't have to update. It's notorious for saying, hey, you need to update. So now let's go to the config and go to configure ports, mode, control, WinKey, etc. up there at the top. And I'm sure that you probably already have this configured. And bring over that window.
I just wanted to make sure that everybody can.
Yep. And if you go to broadcast data.
That's the loop.
Yeah,
I think.
Stuff,
right?
Yeah, so radio is 12060, right?
Mm-hmm.
Contacts is .61. Score is 62, right?
So technically, if I put in Joe Brett's call sign, it should put a score. It should act as if we were doing it, right?
Correct. So why don't you hit OK? Yep. And then go back to the main window, and we're going to act like we're in a contest. So go back to dashboard. Yep.
Hey,
So
look, there's my little house.
Yep, there's your little house. So now, whenever
I don't want to cover up the dashboard. I'll do this on this screen.
So whenever you type in Joe Brett's call, it should, hopefully.
Well, I hit tab and it accepted it. Oh, it says it was not logged. Okay, let's see.
Oh, you got to hit enter to log it.
I don't know why it popped it out of there.
Do you not? What contest are you running? It might.
Just a general one. There it is. Okay,
type in.
Cool.
Yep. Type in my. Should put me in St. Louis somewhere. Hopefully. Oh, it looks like you're running a. Yeah. There you go.
Well, that's cool.
So you know what I'm also working on is as part of the PODA dashboard, and they're going to release their API hopefully at the end of the year. But one of the things that I have trouble with, and I wish that there was an automated process, is you could take your ADIF file that you submit to PODA, and you would be able to upload it to Node-RED, and it would just automatically make you a map of all of your contacts.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, because right now I have to export and go to another piece of software to do that.
Yeah, like QSO editor or QSO mapper or something.
QSO map, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish that there was like an easier way. So, yeah. So there's the dashboard. Obviously, there's a bunch of videos on YouTube on how to install on a Raspberry Pi. Actually, I'm going to put together a whole series. Actually, I'm going to do that tomorrow. That's on the agenda for tomorrow. Nice. Is to how to install it on a Raspberry Pi, how to configure it, do all that kind of goody stuff. But yeah, one of the things that I wanted to do was to get with Shane here and do a kind of like a demo on how to install it on Windows.
The only thing we didn't show was going through the SQL3 and setting up the database that way. But that was pretty... Yeah, so Norm's asking, how did we install SQLite? We've got a link. I'm going to put that... Copy. Norm, that's the link that we used. SQLtutorial.net download -SQLite. That's what I'm using. And then it creates a little folder wherever you tell it to, and then that's where we created the database. And it's got three different pieces of three applications that it looks at.
Yeah. Yeah. For a Raspberry Pi, if you use a Raspberry Pi, Connor, KD9SLV, has created a script, and he automatically installs SQLite 3 and gets it all in the right directory. So therefore, whenever you enable projects and install Git, the script does everything.
That's a nice thing about when you go to if you were doing this on a Pi from your GitHub, it's like you run one script and it does everything for you.
Right. I mean, literally, you like run one script and it does everything for you, and all you do is go into the configuration. We're actually trying to get to the point where you can run the script as a first-time user, and it will prompt you to, hey, what contest are you running, and what's your call sign, and what is your Latin lon, and it will configure everything for you, put the configuration into place, and all you have to do is start contesting.
That's cool.
I mean, you have to configure N1MM because you can't script that.
Right.
But yeah, so that's how to do it, boys.
That's how you do it right there, son.
Yeah, son. Great.
That's my best Smoke at 8. That's the best I can do. All right, I guess we should wrap it up. I figured it would take us a little bit longer than 50 minutes, but I appreciate it.
You did all the hard work beforehand. You already installed SQLite. Remember we were trying to install SQLite and we installed the wrong thing. We couldn't figure it out. And then it's like, oh, we just got to install where it says install here.
Install here. Is there something, where did we type in, because we created that QSOS database. Did you just create, how did we create that?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So the QSOS database is made whenever you create a new database inside SQLite. So actually this would be a good exercise. Yeah. Bring up your command prompt again and navigate over to the directory where SQLite is installed. So like I think it was installed at D Shane.
So I need to go to Control C to stop Node Red, right?
Right. Or you could have brought up another command prompt, right? Yep.
Let's see. That is over on my other hard drive, so that's going to be on the D drive. And SQL. Okay. I think I know. So is it still like the, so how do I change from the C over to the D in this command prompt? Let me bring this one.
Just type in
Is it still CD? Oh, D colon. Gotcha.
I think it's just D colon, right?
I haven't done this in so long. Screen to share.
D colon.
Hey, there it is.
Man, I knew my Tandy 1000 TX days would come back to me.
Okay, so it's in. So do you still do change
CD,
directory?
Yeah,
CD backslash.
No, CD space Shane. Now do an LS, or I'm sorry, a dir. And now go to SQLite or SQL3. No, CD. Sorry, you got to drop into that directory. SQL3. Okay, now do a dir. All right, so QSOS, that flat file right there, is where the database is held. Okay, so if we go into SQLite, so if you type in SQLite3 space
.exe?
No, just it's automatic. So SQLite3 space and then call it K5QBF. It is going to create a database called
okay, cool.
K5, or it's a database, and then in that database you have to create your tables and your indexes and blah 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 blah. So yeah, you can't do a dir. Hit semicolon, and hit enter, and that'll take you out. Yeah, it aired out. So now to get out of the database, what you want to do is type .exit, and that'll take you back to a command prompt. Now do a dir, and you should see a flat file.
Look at that.
Called K5, yeah, with 0 bytes because we didn't put any information in it.
Right. Okay.
So,
cool.
Yep. So that's just the file that or the database that it created.
So that's how you create the database that we pointed the dashboard to go to put all of our QSOs in.
Right. So you type in SQLite3 space QSOs, hit enter, and then it's going to create it. And then what you need to do is we got to create the schema. So in order for us to do that, we had to copy that schema from my GitHub, which I'm going to see if I can automate that. Maybe I can automate that on the dashboard. But anyway, so you got to copy, and that's another step that you got to do in Windows that you don't have to do on the Pi. It's automatically done for you.
Right.
You create the database, and then you copy the schema into the database that creates the tables in the indexing and all of that stuff. And then once that's complete, you type .exit, and your database is the database structure is complete, and now you can start loading QSOs into it.
Nice.
So that's it.
I guess that about wraps it up, my friend.
That does.
Well, thank you so much for
that was
swinging by. It's
painless.
kind of painless, yeah. I was expecting it to be a lot worse.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully everybody in the chat got something out of it. I think Ron was following along, and of course Norm was following along. So if you guys have any questions, actually, if y'all could do me a favor, if you're still with it, there's 4 of you in there. Leave a comment in the actual comment section of the video. Leave a comment. If you don't have anything to say, just say, hey, enjoyed the stream, or just leave your favorite emoji, because we want to tell the YouTube algorithm that people who are on the stream left a comment. So if y'all could do that for me, I'd greatly appreciate it. But other than that, Kyle, do you have anything coming up on your YouTube channel?
Yeah. So today I just released a.
You have to put it in the comment section, not the chat.
Oh, that I like bacon.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to leave it in the comment section, not the chat.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, okay, gotcha. I understood. I'm new to YouTube.
It may not open them up until after we end the stream.
True. Sterling and I, N0SSC, we went to a brewery. Actually, Sterling and I go to a lot of breweries, and we talk about ham radio all the time. But we decided
have a ham radio problem, huh?
Yes, we got a ham radio problem with a drink. No, that's a drinking problem with a ham. I don't know. So I don't know how that thing goes.
It works.
So we would go to breweries and just talk about ham radio. We're just like, we should do this as a podcast. So we recorded. Yeah. So we recorded a video podcast. I don't think we're going to just rip the audio. It's just going to be visual on YouTube. Yeah. And we released the first one today, and the first one was contest modernization. And we came up with some crazy ass ideas on how we could modernize contests. So I released that today about 9 a.m. and I'm working on day 4 of 9 of my latest Soda Poda Rove. So
thank you, Lionel.
Day 1 and 2 and day 3 were released. I'm working on day 4, and then towards the end, we're going to start combining days. But yeah, I'm kind of halfway through the Soda Poda Rove video playlist and working on that. So that's it.
Nice. Well, you guys will see me every Tuesday night on the Club. Well, I can't say that now because I've missed quite a few weeks from having to work, but normally that's where you'll catch me. I may do some more of these live streams every now and then on my channel, and we may do some Flex Radio stuff. I have that blue box just got here from Taiwan, so I've got a product that I got to go test out, make a video on that, but that's about it. So I'm going to say 73 to everybody. Thanks for joining me tonight. When as Lionel says, whenever the comment section becomes available, if you could do me a favor, leave a comment, leave an emoji, whatever it is. Just tell the YouTube algorithm that you enjoyed it. And we'll see you next time. Have a good one.